Welcome all. I'm Sarah Roeder with AAFMAA. Since 1879, we have been serving our military community, and our mission is to be the premier provider of financial solutions for the armed forces. Now, I'm the Director of Partnership and Member Engagement, so I get to talk with other organizations, subject matter experts about what they are doing to help service members, military families, military spouses, veterans, and the community at large. And today's topic is Tricare Open Enrollment. And we are going to be talking about Tricare Open Enrollment specifically for veterans or those military retirees. And I have Amy Murado here. She is the AAFMAA Membership Coordinator Team Lead with AAFMAA, and she is a subject matter expert in this. Thank you so much for being here today, Amy.
Thank you, Sarah, for having me. I'm excited to talk about this subject. It's very
Ye-
important.
Yes, it is. Now, earlier, in case you missed it, last month, Amy and I talked about TRICARE open enrollment for the active duty service member. So if for some reason you've tuned in and you're active duty, you can check that out on LinkedIn or on YouTube. But I want to say first and foremost, what is TRICARE open enrollment? Can you just tell us all what it is?
Sure. So, Tricare Open Enrollment is the annual opportunity for families and those who are eligible to join, keep, or switch their Tricare healthcare plan. Uh, there are qualifying life events that, if you experience any of these throughout the year, if you join or leave the military, marriage, death, divorce, a new child is born, um, any of those qualifying life events means that you can make changes throughout the year. But outside of those qualifying life events, the only time you can make a change is right now during open season, which started November 11th and runs until December 10th. So you have just about 7 more days to take advantage of the
Yeah.
opportunity.
It's coming, the end is coming up.
That's
So
right.
if you have happened to join and you have any questions about this, please feel free to use the comment section to drop those in. And Amy is happy to try and tackle those. But like she said, the deadline is coming up, December 10th. So perfect time to understand a little bit more about how is this open enrollment going to affect our retiree families? What does that look like for this year?
So everyone has 3 choices. You can
Mhm.
either keep your plan, join a plan, or switch plans.
Hmm.
Now, for those who are not currently enrolled in TRICARE for healthcare, you can go online to Mill Connect and sign up for TRICARE. Everyone else will have to contact the providers, and we'll talk about those down a little bit further down on the slide there about how to do that. But you'll be able to switch your plan or keep your plan and not make any changes. And the options there, as you see on your screen, are TRICARE Prime, which is your HMO or managed care option.
Mhm.
You work through your primary care manager, your PCM, for all of your care. There are $0 deductibles there. In other words, you don't have deductibles for TRICARE Prime for retirees and families. And there are set costs for copays. Your TRICARE Standard is your PPO option.
Mhm.
You'll have easier referrals. You make your own referrals. There are deductibles, uh, and I've listed them there on the screen for you. $193 for individual coverage, $386 for family coverage, and these are the 2025 um, costs. So, and then for your copays that you'll pay when you go to see a doctor, uh, that will range from $37 to $51 for in-network, and then 25% for out-of-network.
Mhm.
And then there are other copays for the other types of services that you might need, such as emergency room and urgent care and all of that. And then finally, there's the U.S. Family Health Care Plan, which is a version of Tricare Prime. It's specific to several locations throughout the United States, specifically, for example, in the DMV area, up in
Mhm.
Northern Virginia, Maryland, District of Columbia. You've got Johns Hopkins. There's a version for the New England area, a version for South Texas. So you'll need to check into that if those and see if any of those locations are where you reside, and then you can sign up for that U.S. Family Health Plan.
That's great. So that's that's wonderful information to be able to know that you've got three options. You yourself, Amy, are a military spouse, so you are having to make these decisions. I am also a military spouse, and I'm having to make these decisions for what the next year looks like. And it's really important to get educated on them, right?
Yes.
Making sure that the care that you currently have is suiting, best suited for you and your family. And if not, what the other options are. And there's those
Hmm.
three options.
Exactly.
So if a family decides, okay, I do want to change that election, I don't think it's right. What should they do? What can they do?
Well, they will want to go online. I
Mhm.
recommend everyone do this. First of
Mhm.
all, everyone should check DEERS to make sure that your information in DEERS is correct. Make sure all your family members are listed, your contact information is correct, and so on, because that's the primary means of communication. And of course, you want to make sure that everyone in your family will be able to receive care and has the eligibility. Uh, Correct in DEERS. Then what you're going to want to do online as well, check out the different TRICARE options and all the information that is
Mhm.
there. For enrollment purposes, if you're going to switch plans, for example, you will need to call or um, you can download the enrollment form online and then you can mail or fax it in to your carrier. For the West region, that is TRICARE West, and then for the East region, of course, TRICARE East. And so you won't be able to enroll online if you're making changes this year. Um,
Mhm.
for those of us who are already enrolled in TRICARE, um, so that those are your best options. You're going to have to call the providers, or you're going to the carriers, I should say, or you're going to have to download the form and send it in.
That's a really good point, is that you cannot do this digitally right
Not
now.
this year because there's a big
Not this year.
change. There's a big
Yes,
change.
there's a big change. Can you tell us what that big change is and
Yeah,
why was I not able to go online and do this
right.
year?
It was so easy before, right?
It was.
I did it myself. Yes, actually. So this year, you may have heard there are six states that are moving from the Tricare East to the West region,
Mhm.
and so for that reason, they are simplifying enrollment for everyone to make sure that everything is attended to and that all the information is correct.
Yeah.
If you One other thing to note, that if you're in the West region, and again, all of this information is going to be available TRICARE online, um, tricare.mil. And
Mhm.
if you're in one of those six states and you're going to be in the West region now with TriWest, and you pay by credit card or electronic bank transfer,
Mhm.
you're going to want to go online to complete the form for payments as well. You can also do it by phone and complete the payment form online and send it in to TriWest. If you pay by allotment, this does not affect you. Your payments will be transferred over automatically, but you will need to check that payment information if you pay by credit card or bank transfer.
Yeah, that's an important note as well to make. So lots of changes. Part of this discussion, and one of the really great benefits of our AFMA members is that they have Amy's very dedicated team when they have these questions to be able to call and say, hey, what exactly do I need to do? What's the process this year? It is such a tremendous benefit for our AFMA membership, but we also want to make sure that the entire military community is understanding this as well. So let's talk about our TRICARE. We actually have the slide up right now. Our TRICARE options for our reserve and for our retired reserves and reservists, because while they don't really fall kind of into this open enrollment, just walk us through what that looks like. We don't want to leave out our reserve community when we talk about
Right.
this.
It's important that you know what your benefits are so that you can access them. If you don't have awareness of them, of the benefits, it's hard to take part in that and
Yeah.
receive your benefits. So both of these programs, TRICARE Reserve Select and TRICARE Retired Reserve, are very specific eligibility requirement based plans. Okay, and you can sign up for these year round. This is not an open enrollment situation here with signing up for these programs, but we wanted to bring awareness to it and make sure that everyone understood that these benefits are available. So you can sign up year round. They are premium based, meaning you're going to pay for your coverage. They're available worldwide, but the qualifications or the eligibility requirements are very specific. And so we've listed the websites there that you can go online and get the information. You've heard me in the 10 minutes we've been on this live session talking about TRICARE and their website. They really have done a great job of putting all of the information online that you would need about open season and the cost shares, and all of that is very available for you on the tricare.mil website. So I encourage
Yeah.
you to do that. Yeah.
And we'll put that in the comment section. We'll make sure to drop in on the TRICARE website so
Okay.
that anybody who's tuning in, if you're on your phone or something like that, you'll see that into the comment sections. And I agree with you, Amy. It is a really great website. But this year there are some nuances that I think people did not realize, especially about having to call in or physically mail or fax something to change
Right.
their benefits. So I'm glad you brought that up. And then one other item. So on this slide here, you see the bottom half is talking about FEDVIP, right? And we know for our military retirees that when they have their TRICARE, they have to get their dental and vision through a different coverage, and that coverage is FEDVIP. So can you talk to us a little bit about this, what FEDVIP and how it works with the TRICARE open enrollment?
Yes. Funny name, but it's basically um, dental and vision insurance coverage for the military community. Federal Employee Dental and Vision Insurance Program, and that includes the military community as well, active duty, and then retired. The retired community as well for the military. However, I should throw in it's not available for gray area retired reserve. You have to be
Yeah.
receiving your retirement pay to be eligible for FEDVIP.
Yeah.
Now, you also must be enrolled in a TRICARE healthcare plan to carry FEDVIP vision. But if you meet the eligibility requirements, then you can go online to benefits.gov. All the information is there. You're going to plug in your specific information. Tell the program what category you're in, and then you're going to provide your zip code, and it's going to give you then several different coverage options for either dental or vision or both. You have to do one at a time, and you can choose from those options for your dental and vision care. I always recommend to people because the lists are quite lengthy. There's so many options. There are subtle nuances and differences between the different options
Mhm.
for everyone, but a good starting point is to check with your dentist or your eye doctor that you're currently seeing and find out from them which of these plans they work with and they can help you with. You want your claims to be seamless so that you hopefully don't have to actually print out forms and submit them yourself. So check with your provider to see which of the plans that they allow, and then go from there.
Yeah, they do make it really easy. It is driven by zip code, which is a bit different kind of than how Tricare
Right.
operates in kind of the two regions. And
Hmm.
so that is something that's a bit different, but also important to know.
Yes.
But I thank you so much, Amy, today for talking to us about the Tricare open enrollment for our veteran community, and what that means for them, as well as for our reserve and our retired reservists, what they need to be thinking about. And it's just such a great benefit that you're able to bring and subject matter expert in. So I really thank you for being here
Well,
and doing that.
thanks. Thank you for having me. If anyone has any questions, I know you'll put the phone number up later and our email
Yep.
and the website. So please, whether you're an AFMA member or not, if you have questions about your TRICARE benefits, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you.
Yes, you guys are awesome. And yes, we'll get those into the comments, the TRICARE link and the phone number and things like that, so that everybody knows where to go.
Wonderful.
But I'm Sarah Rhoda, and that's going to wrap up our AFMA Live for today. If you'd like more information about AFMA, about financial readiness within the military community, or be able to see information like this about TRICARE open enrollment, you can always subscribe right there in the QR code that you see, and you can subscribe to AFMA. We'll also put that link into the comment section so you can click it very easily. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and look forward for you joining me next time. Thank you. Bye, y'all.